Oh, we're versing Cats. Cats? That was his name, right? Something Cats. I'll have to get up there and look after this round. I feel like it's Cats. Matt Cats. That's the one. So, round 5, Vintage Challenge, playing against Matt Cats. Last time we played, they were on PO with Slaughter Games. Let's see what we can do today. Ah, they know what we're on. They're going to let us know what they're on. That's a nice sportsman-like play. I appreciate that. I put a Preordain in our deck because I needed more blue cards, Dan. This morning, I cut the 4th Bob and the 4th Channeler for a 2nd Fluster and the 1st Preordain because I felt like we were on like 17 blue cards for Force of Will, and that was not vibing. However, this Preordain looks reasonable right now, as I don't have a Moxen again. So, yeah, I mean, I want it to be a Mox. I mean, that's just always true, right? But I didn't cut a Mox for it. I cut a Bob, so we definitely wouldn't want a 3rd Bob here anyways. Check my Twitter DMs. Do that. Oh, I've seen them on Twitter. I don't follow them on Twitter. Now I do. I accept. Wait. I accepted the wrong one. I accepted it. Okay, so it's 4-color PO Breach hybrid with Lavinia, Vault Key. Holy shit, you packed everything in here. So we got Tinker Citadel, we got Vault Key, we've got Breach and 2 Brain Freezes, 2 Breach and a Karn, and a Lavinia. All right, wow. All right. We're doing it. This is a keep. You always want to keep a Force of Will hand versus PO. Snapper off. I'm gonna go with Preordain. It's possible I was supposed to fetch for an Underground Sea and go Preordain, but I think I'd rather have a Vulcan play. I got misstepped. That's fine. I wouldn't. I don't like that. So opponent knows my list, obviously. And when I play PO against Pyroblast lists, I like to save my misstep for Pyroblast as much as I possibly can. It's very important that you don't get Pyroblast at a PO player. They just have it? They just have Brain Freeze? I mean, I have to respect it, right? No, they're on 4-color Breach PO. They could just not have it there. They might just not even have Brain Freeze, but I can't. I gotta respect it, right? Yeah, that's true. That's a good point, Dan. The Preordain, the misstep on Preordain does seem like it's a little bit of a better play when they're gonna go for a turn 1 kill. Yeah, that's fair. That's a completely fair point. Completely fair point. I mean, we still die to another Breach. They only have 1 more Breach in their deck, though, so we have a chance. That's not how you tap for black. I'm definitely going to play Bob. Bob is a card advantage, whereas Channeler is card selection. And we want to get a couple more cards into our hand here. However, opponent's in a really great spot. Like, I had to force this card. Like, theoretically, they have a dead Brain Freeze in their hand. But they could easily also have like a Tinker or something. I don't know. There's a lot of possibilities. But they could also have dead POs. So, you know, he goes here and there. I drew my own Brain Freeze, which is shit. Definitely didn't want that. So theoretically, Brain Freeze is pretty good against PO combo. Theoretically. Where if they like go off with PO, you can respond by Brain Freezing. It doesn't usually work. But it can. Yeah. They obviously, if they have a Vamp or a Demonic, they're going to win the game on the spot. But I can't do much about that when I don't have a Force, you know? It's a good one. Yeah. Now at least they can't Vamp. So that's good. Let's see what they find off of their Narset. If they find a Tinker, obviously not ideal. But if we can get to our next turn, I feel pretty good about this because, all right, Ponder is fine. Because, I mean, we have some good card advantage engine going. We can attack this Narset. Like, this Narset doesn't actually stop us from using either of these card advantage engines or card quality engines. And these things both attack the Narset. So we did pretty well off this. No shuffle on that. They have a Mentor. Let's see what happens. A Time Walk would be bad. Okay, nothing. So we're in a decent spot here. I'm going to fetch now. The only way that backfires really is like if I draw Brainstorm. Anyways, draw for turn. So I can use this Brainstorm if I attack both things at Narset. I guess that's correct then. I'm going to use this Brainstorm now. It's a little awkward, obviously, but I think I want to just try to find a Pyroblast. Lightning Bolt, land. I'm gonna put away both the uncounterable land or the two lands I cast. These things I just don't need them. And I'm gonna just shuffle off of this Ponder. I think. Do I want to breach? I guess I do want to breach, but I don't have a Black Lotus. I would rather just have a Pyroblast. They're at 13. I've got a great board. I think this is just a shuffle. Oh, that's a please no Pyroblast. Please no Pyroblast. All right, they forced it. They had to force it. All right, they did have Brain Freeze. They're at 12. Yeah, that was a good draw. End of turn Brain Freeze. So they have Black Lotus Breach. What did this Brain Freeze? They had 2 Brain Freezes. All targets them. They have 1 card left. I don't like this that much unless... Okay, so they on... Like, what if they hit their other Breach? Do they have a Yogwill? No Yogwill, just 2 Breaches. I agree. We actually have Lethal. If they don't have the Breach this turn, that we have Lethal. EO for 2. Makes sense. That was one of their draws. All right. So they have 1 unknown. Now we drew a Pyroblast. We have a 4/4. Man, I like this card so much. I know you've probably heard that already, chat. But this card is awesome. This card is so sweet. Fuck it, YOLO. Bob has been good too. Bob is like a little less interesting, but Bob has been good. All right, so here versus PO, we've got Scabbies and Fluster. What's their? I mean, they do have Key, so there's some upside to Biforce. I'm gonna leave Bolt in. They do have Lavinia and Mentor. Oh, probably don't need Bolt per se. I think I'm just gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna just trim on my Brain Freeze combo. I think I like having the full Brain Freeze combo main, like the 3-2 split, but I do like the idea of like always trimming post board. I like that. I like that a lot. And then we got one more cut, chat. One more cut. Oh, maybe it is just Lightning Bolt. We have Pyroblasts. I feel like we don't need Lightning Bolt. I think this is all I want to do. I think I like all these other cards. I guess I theoretically can take this island out and maybe have a 1 Biforce in my deck. I don't hate that idea. Okay, what do I got? What do I have? A little bit of an awkward hand. I do have the uncounterable Scab Clan Berserker on turn 2. But I have no force, and I have Citadel. And they have a bunch of removal that they're bringing in. Our opponent likes to, they like to play a very controlling game with PO post board, where they play like a bunch of Swords to Plowshares and stuff. I think I'm putting this hand back. I think we can be better. This looks way better, yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna keep everything and bottom the freeze. I want the jet. I don't really need the Soul Ring, but I can always pitch the Soul Ring if it's not good, so. All right, they went to 6 cards. They've got a really strong Opal start, but they only, that's the problem with PO though. Just 1 Force of Will really wrecks PO. Yeah, this is my newest creation. This is why you have to mulligan to Force of Will starts versus PO. This does look like a Biforce would be quite good right now though, so it's kind of something worth noting. I think what I'm gonna do is, I think I'm gonna hold the Soul Ring. That way I have options on pitching. A downside is we have brought in a lot of like Flusterstorms and Pyroblast, which are not great with Channeler. Interesting. I almost want to get rid of Brainstorm. It's a little tight. I think I just want to get rid of Soul Ring. Okay, sure. I want to play that Narset, but I didn't have a land. I think I just want to play Land Mentor. Obviously, I'm shields down for a second, but I think it's worth it. Okay, now do I just maybe I just cast Brainstorm? A little risky, I guess, but I feel like I need to do it. Ooh. 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 I put the Force away, and I put the Demonic on top, and I go Mox Pearl Biforce, kill Soul Ring and Lotus, or Sapphire and Soul Ring, maybe? think I'm gonna go Sapphire Soul Ring. Seven-round challenge. The 1 Bifrost looks quite good here. And now next turn I have Demonic Time Walk. I basically cut off all their PO draws as well. That was interesting. This card is so cool. Well, they draw a Mentor? Oh, they drew Karn. Okay. They don't really have a Karn board, though. They have, like, a Needle. This does save them, though. Actually does not save them. I lied. Sorry. Oh, they put a top in their board. I can't cast Demonic because it is underneath my jet. But I have Post. I have post-combat Demonic for a Time Walk. GG's. 4/4 Channeler, too. This deck is so cool. I'm glad it's doing well. Only loss was the blue shops. Very cool. Very cool deck. I like this. I like this a lot. The fast round, though. Oh, boy. Okay, I'm gonna go figure out this light bulb thing.